And it's recording now. I actually pressed the right button this time.
Oh, you fucking, oh, shit, take our old set down, dude. Let's go.
You're basically a human version of your dog.
I am, yeah. I'm not that big, though.
I'm pretty sure you weigh more than him.
Yeah, I do. I'm a little overweight. Gotta work on that.
Yeah. Well, cool. Are you ready for the first one?
Let's do it, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, let's, I got this.
Yep.
Hey, look,
You gotta do it like this.
Yeah. Oh, press both
At the same time. Yeah.
We're learning here, people. We're all going to learn together. So, cool. You guys, welcome to Dadish. This is our first ever episode.
I'm Reggie. Yeah, you just threw that one at me. I was like, holy shit.
I'm Juston and Regee. This podcast is going to be about two new dads trying to learn how to change babies and be an adult at the same time.
Yeah, I love it. Change babies.
Dude.
I learn how to change diapers, raise babies.
All I think about is Tupac Shakur now. He's, hey, change. Change is good for anyone. Even babies. Hey, even babies.
Even babies.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Super excited. First episode. Just two brand new dads. Mine's already came 3 weeks old, going on to 4 weeks. So
today's Sunday.
Yeah.
I think you're on 4. Or you just started your 4th week?
Yeah, we just started our 4th week, and
tomato.
I think on Wednesday it'll be officially a month, the 13th. We go 13th to 13th. It's a month.
That's great. Time's flying, right? You've already been a dad for a month.
Yeah.
And then one day you're gonna blink and you're gonna be a grandpa. That's crazy to think about right now.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm still pretty young. I'm in my 20s still. So yeah, going on to a month and you're cooking still.
Yeah, I'm a late bloomer, so to speak. You know, I'm 30. Okay, don't put me out there like I'm an old man here. I still feel young sometimes. Some days I feel young.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my wife and I are about to be 25 weeks tomorrow.
There you go.
So yeah, we're excited. This episode is basically be an introduction of expectations. So what we both thought the pregnancy was going to be like, and since you're, going on a month in, almost 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks, it's going to be a good way for me to say what my expectations were, as well as your expectations.
Yeah.
But now we'll be able to see what the reality is now that you've kind of lived it for a few weeks.
Yeah, baby's popped out already. Yeah. We went through the whole process.
Yeah. So we'll do some surprises, some reality checks, some emotional shifts that we've gone through, right? And then some lessons and kind of what's to come with this podcast.
Yeah, sorry, I just got to drink some water there.
Some ASMR, you just go.
Yeah, so life's lifing. Having a baby is hard, man. The pregnancy's hard. I mean, as a guy, a man, you don't really feel it, but you can see it in your wife. And every day is hard, and it only gets harder. And I saw it in, my wife and how she progressed, and it was almost a trigger. It's like there's a couple of weeks where she was good. She was moving around, and she felt good, and she was active. And then she wasn't. She felt bigger, she felt heavier, and even hungrier. And
we're going through that right now.
Yeah. And it gets harder. And I mean, I see it in your wife.
Yeah. She was walking every day, doing stuff, making sure she was good. And now that she looks pregnant, she'll come home, take naps now. She doesn't really have a lot of energy like she used to. So we're still trying to do it, but it's definitely, you can see the change.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I also want to touch on what you said. They definitely go through all of it, right? From the father's perspective, though, we do have a lot of internal things that we're adjusting to, trying to get used to it. And we'll talk about that as this podcast goes, because we are going to be boy dads, and we're going to be dads in general. So there's definitely things that we go through mentally and physically as we go. I've been reading a lot of books, and they kind of talk about how the dads like kind of mirror the mothers, and like they start getting a little bit of weight too, and they start preparing for themselves to have a kid mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you want, like, let's start talking about like what we expected a pregnancy to be like, right? Like, you kind of talk about what you like when you first heard you're gonna have a kid. What was the first things that came through your mind, and like, what did you think the next 10 months were gonna be like?
Honestly, when I found out Sylvia was pregnant
On Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving Day, she went in for a ear infection. What kind of? Anyways, dude, I blanked. She told me, I was like, "What are you saying? I'm infertile." Oh, dude, it's just so she told me. I was super shocked. I'm like, "Are you sure? Is it mine?" Questioning. I mean,
Genuine question,
100%.
knowing your background.
yeah, 100%. And I blanked. In that moment, I blanked. I didn't know what to think. And Sylvia knew that too, because I feel like I didn't have a reaction. I mentally prepared not to have kids, and then Thanksgiving Day, it happens.
We kind of talked about, like last night, we talked about faith, things like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy if you think about it now. You're like,
Yeah.
it's definitely something to be thankful for.
Yeah, and things happen in mysterious ways when you least expect them, right? And maybe that's a different topic for another day.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was like, I'll say it.
yeah, it was great. What did I think the next 10 months look like?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think our journey is a little different than most people, right? I didn't know what to expect. Still living at our parents' house, right? Living with my mom and dad. We're in the garage. I just finished chemotherapy, several months before this, right? We get a Great Dane. So, like, I didn't know what the next 10 months were going to look like. We found out in November, and in March the next year, we moved into an apartment. And that was unexpected. That was not planned. So, she's pregnant. We move in, we have a Great Dane, we're stressing out, I'm traveling for work. I feel like I was just living day to day. And I think you know this because I went radio silence for a little bit. And I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. You just got to keep going day to day and grind it out. Yeah.
I can't even, people are saying like, oh yeah, you're ready? I'm like, I'm just today, and I'll worry about tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know what's definitely happening in 3 weeks when the baby's supposed to come, or 3 months when the baby's supposed to come.
Yeah, I guess in short, I don't know what my expectation was. I just knew I had to be there. I needed to show up. I needed to provide, and I needed to get our family, our own spot. We couldn't be with our parents anymore, right? And it wasn't a possible
Take my
thing.
pants on.
Unfortunately, yeah. If it was up to me, I'd be riding that out.
Yeah, you'd still be in one of my rooms. Yeah. All right. Cool. For me, kind of similar to that, I got home from a work trip. It was midnight, maybe. I usually fly home or fly in late. I'm sitting in the car because I didn't think she was gonna be awake, right? So I get out, take my time, grab my bag. I come in, and I'm like, why is the lights on? I'm like, okay, maybe she just turned them off, right? So you saw the video. My initial reaction, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Why you? This is crazy. So I definitely was not expecting it. It's kind of funny. Like Carmen and I were like, we're never going to get married. We're never going to have kids. And then
100%.
we got married. And now we got a kid.
Yeah.
So it definitely was something we said we never do. We ended up doing it. And I initially went into like, I'm very methodical and plan oriented. So I started thinking like, all right, I need to get X, Y, and Z done. I need to save up X amount. I need to do this and this. So that was definitely what my expectations were for the next 10 months. It was, hey, it's going to be me grinding because I need to do a bunch before the babies come.
Sure.
Knowing my background, I'm trying to have a life for a child that I didn't have. So I'm like, all right, I need to get a lot of stuff um, in order now.
Yeah.
Luckily, like you and I have different. Like you said, you're with home. Luckily, I already had a spot with my wife. We have our house, so we might have a couple of different challenges, right?
Yeah.
You were worried about I need a place to stay. We need a place to grow. I was more worried about uh, two incomes. She's not going to have an income for a while. I want her to take her time with the child. I want to also take time with the child, but we need money. Got to pay the mortgage, got to pay the bills. Now you have to do all that with the rent. Um, so yeah, those were all things coming through my mind at the time. So my expectations were make as much money as possible, and it's still my expectations today.
Yeah.
But as far as like pregnancy stuff, I honestly had no expectations in my head. That wasn't stuff I was thinking about, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about all the other stuff. Carmen is thinking about the pregnancy because she's living it.
Yeah, it's two different mentalities, right? I think as a man, we're like money based, right? Foundation based. Make sure we have food on the table.
It's the emotional shifts.
Yeah.
Like we have each partner has different emotions and different things that they care about, so to speak. I'm not saying I didn't care about a baby, but it's like we think about things differently. We have emotional differences.
100%. Yeah. I think we're like, and I don't know if this is controversial, but we're a little more like logical based, right? We're like, how do we get to the next day or the next month and we're good? And, women might be more emotional. They're feeling it. They're happy, sad, mad, hurting, right? And we're not feeling that. We're thinking about it in a different sense, right? So
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of lessons in there, right? So, lessons. What kind of lessons did we learn throughout the pregnancy? You are done with it, so you probably learned lessons like patience or being able to just sit back and say, "Hey, I'm not the one pregnant. She's pregnant." So just learning how to let her vent or let her do what she needs to.
Yeah, like these small bickering, and I think I've told you this before, like the small arguments, not letting it grow. It's not worth it at the end of the day because it really is just something so minute that you can just throw away into the trash, right? It could just be as simple as throwing away the trash or, hey, help me with this, but not realizing they're struggling a little bit more than normal, right? So
Yeah.
it just patience, understanding, sometimes doing it yourself, right? You don't need to involve them and letting them rest. I think those are the big lessons that I've learned through the pregnancy, but more so now that the baby's here for me, right?
Yeah. Well, a rest sounds good right now, so let's take a break and then we'll come right back with the rest of it.
Yeah, 100%. Welcome back.
It's a great break. In your head, you thought, or the audience is like, "Oh, that was 2 seconds." For us, it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. We live 40 miles apart, so any time is precious, And you gotta get in and out. That 91 traffic.
Dude. That 91 traffic is a monster. It didn't work. There it is. Dude, go. The 91 traffic's a monster.
91 traffic is a monster.
Yes, it is. Well, speaking of monsters, let's talk about what the reality was of our expectations. So what surprised you the most? What's so far surprised me the most? What's some humbling moments we might have had? And stuff no one warned you about. That's probably going to be a good one, especially for someone that's in the trenches right now, with all the diaper changing, throwing up. I held your son yesterday. He didn't care who I was. He threw up on my chest, and I said, sick.
Yeah, dude. So the pregnancy, relatively easy for us. Sylvia got through it. I think that was a piece of cake. She's a champ. The pregnancy came out of nowhere. We had a due date. We did not come on the due date. We came 4 days early, out of nowhere. Woke up in the morning at 6 a.m. Sylvie goes, I'm having cramps. I'm like, you're having cramps? Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I was like, are you sure they're not contractions? She's like, I didn't even think about that. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, it's probably best if we time them. You go through the classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so a couple hours later, we're timing them. And it's like starts at 10 minutes. The intervals, 9 minutes, 8 minutes. And I'm like, these are contractions. And then it starts getting down to like the 4-minute mark. Oh, and we're
Starts
like,
getting real.
yeah. And we're like, wait a minute, should we go in? We don't know because water's not broken.
Those are some questions I have for you, actually.
Right, yeah. And it was a shocker, but we went in. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
We went in, got checked.
Glad you did.
Baby came next day at 5:15 a.m.
So, when do contractions start? They start before the water's broken?
Can start at any time.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is, what's the gap in between? Can you have like a contraction 3 hours apart, 5 hours apart, 2 days apart? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so there's something called Braxton Hicks. It's basically her body prepping herself. It's like a form of practice, right?
Okay.
But I really think contractions start to happen when they're within the same hour, right? There's like a rule. I think it's 5-1-1. So 5 minutes apart, 1 and 1. I got to read it. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Everybody, we just about to start our classes, so all the knowledge I have is from you and the books I read. So Tom and I have already booked all of our parent classes, so I'm going to learn all this stuff. But it's nice to get a head start.
Yeah. And just listen to her body. She's going to feel it. For Sylvia, Braxton Hicks was a piece of cake. Mm-hmm. She was getting them. We could tell because her belly would get really firm and the doctors confirm, oh yeah, this is a Braxton Hicks. But she wasn't in any pain. Some women are in extreme pain when they get Braxton Hicks. Sylvia, nothing. She really started feeling the contractions when she was like, okay, I feel something, like it's starting to be painful. But it happens quick, really quick, blink of an eye. Yeah. So expectation versus reality. My expectation is we were going to know. We're like, okay, it's happening. We're good. The reality was we woke up and it was like contractions. It started going.
Hey, so my expectation, because I watch movies, is water breaks and it just floods the whole room. Is that actually the case?
Nah. I mean, maybe some women. Yeah. I think everybody's experience with that is different. And they say...
So you guys were at the hospital when it broke?
Correct.
Okay.
She was already in labor when it broke, actually. So I think her water broke. And then I think a couple hours later, she delivered. Yeah. Nice. So everybody's different. Some women's water break at home. And
that's what I'm so worried about. I don't want to be like... I don't even know. I don't want to be anywhere but the hospital.
But that's not an indication the baby's still coming. It's coming, right? Like it happens, but that doesn't mean the baby could come 4 hours later, 5 hours later.
Yeah, you and I both living so far apart. We're blessed where the Kaiser you used is like right down the street, and the Kaiser we use is right down the street. So as long as if we're home, if I'm home at Carmen's home, it's not that hard. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm sure once we're due, we're not going anywhere because we don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
But
and that's a good point. I didn't travel, so I travel a lot for work. I didn't travel 2 or 3 weeks leading up to the due date, and thankfully, I didn't because he came 4 days early.
And you're traveling out of state sometimes, or in state, but it's all the way in the north. So it'd be hard if you get home right away.
Yeah. Non-negotiable. Got to be home.
Dude, we're going to have a whole episode of non-negotiables because you're always talking about them. And I need to make sure that I set some non-negotiables in place because I tend to be a wild one.
Yeah. You got to do it, man.
Yeah.
Prioritize.
Hey, what are some humbling moments so far now that you have your son?
Dude. Humbling moments.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start, but
Where the Blake do I really even
I
start?
think, yeah, I think a humbling moment or just moments or continuous moment that I'm experiencing is just how much sleep we actually get. And it's nilch. It's not very much. And yeah, I was like, oh, we're gonna have this baby. We're gonna similar to you. We're gonna be able to put him to
Wait,
bed.
I don't get
And
to sleep?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you do or not, but I guess it depends on your baby. Our baby, every hour, waking up, wanting to feed, and me literally doing the best that I can to stay up with Sylvia. And it got to the point where I started sleepwalking, and that's scary. And that could be a different episode too, but my brain would not shut off. And I thought, knowing my personality, as soon as I'm asleep, and baby will sleep with us,
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Didn't happen like that.
Nope. It's still not. 4 weeks later. It seems like it's getting a little worse. We hit a point where we're sleeping a little more, and then it just went, and now he's eating a lot. Maybe he's in his
He's going
transitional
through
phase.
a growing phase.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, time for me to get a couple inches in.
Yeah.
That's cool. Going off of that, dude, I just blinked right now. You're
Yeah.
we all right. I was talking about sleep, right? So I'm assuming we're not getting any sleep now. Everyone says that, but I do want to give you guys some kudos because you're saying like, oh, he's up a lot more now. But I've been around a lot since he's been here. And I feel like he chills all the time. He doesn't cry a lot. But what I want to give you kudos for is you guys know like his different sounds. So you'll be like, oh, that means he's hungry. Oh, that means he needs a change. And in my head, I'm like, dude, they just cry. I don't know what that means. But you guys are doing a great job to where even when I'm here, like I've heard him cry before, but it's like he cries for a second and then you guys already know what's needed. It's like, oh, we need to feed him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to change him. And then he's back to just chilling again. So you guys are doing a good job of just like, how do I say this? I feel like people are, they're going to cry all the time. They're not going to sleep. It's like,
Well, that's what
are you doing? Like put in the effort to gain the reward.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, dude. And that was one of those expectations. Thought he was going to cry. I thought he was just going to constantly freaking cry.
Yeah.
And learning the noises, honestly, social media, TikTok, the moms that are out there that talk about this, it's true. They make different noises when they need different things, right? And just, you'll learn your kid and then it becomes instinct, right?
Yeah.
But you also spend so much time with them now.
Yeah.
Because you're on paid family leave or whatever. You're there every moment, right? 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's what you're living, right? And so you start to pick up on all of the little signals they kick out. And Sylvia's really good at it. I have to admit.
Yeah.
She's taught me more than anything, right? She's like, if he does this, it's this, and just learning it. It's difficult for dads because bonding is different for dads, right? And because moms, they birth them, skin to skin contact immediately.
Hey, he definitely knows who you are, though.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I wanted to make sure he wouldn't cry, so I would just make sure he's looking at you at all times. So while you were walking around, I would just be like, do, 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 and he was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
He didn't care who was holding him as long as he saw you.
It's so awesome when he's awake and not crying because he's just like looking at the world where he lives, right? It's the craziest thing. And I can't wait for your boy to be here, dude. It's going to be so awesome.
Dude. Yeah, and they're so close together. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Dude, your dog cries more than your baby.
Dude, both of them go off. He's crying, Camilo. Zuko starts going off, and then vice versa. I'm like, oh, dude, can't get a break.
That's their way of communicating with each other. They know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
What's stuff no one warned you about there?
Poopy balls.
All right. Explain.
Yeah, dude, poopy balls, dude. They fucking be shedding, Because we don't know that, right? Like, you get shit on your balls? No. No, right? He's in a diaper. He fucking shits all over the place. Dude, you gotta lift the sack, wipe under the sack. 100%. When your boy comes, you come back to me.
I could tell you're very passionate about this.
Dude, you want to keep him clean. You want to keep your baby clean, right? You got to get out all the crevices. You don't want no rashes, right?
Hey, I thought if you had a girl, you had to wipe the right way, but it's actually for both. Boys, you're supposed to wipe the right.
Front to back?
Yeah, you gotta do all that for boys
Do
too.
you wipe front to back right now?
I got a bidet.
I don't have that.
I do not have that. I do not have
Yeah,
that.
I'm well aware.
You were like, I was just doing some paperwork at your house right now.
Yeah.
There was no bidet.
Yeah, there is nothing there. Unless I missed it, but whatever.
Now I stand up, one cheek open, and just
But which way do you wipe?
from back to down. No,
So back to front.
up. No, honestly, I go right, left, center, up, down. Like I just make sure there's nothing there.
You got a marker down there or what?
A marker?
Yeah.
I do, bro. Sometimes we're not even talking about babies right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd be like, all right, I use the whole row. Why is it not stopping?
Dude. Different topic. Another day.
Anyways,
100%.
hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, poopy balls. No one warned us about that one. Poopy
Hey.
balls.
Speaking of poopy balls, we should see what some of your followers have commented since they've kind of been following your journey so far.
Yeah, so been posting on TikTok a lot. Just dad stuff, dad content, talking to dudes and dads. I'm a first-time dad, so a lot of it's around that. And I think really my page is about advice, right? Just like, hey dads, give me advice. Some
Yeah.
dads have 6 kids, right? And it's like there's something in there that you can give me, right?
Yeah.
So I got a couple comments from some of the people who gave me advice, and this might be all over the board, but some noteworthy ones that I just want to throw out there. So this guy or gentleman's name is KJ. He follows me on TikTok. We're friends, and he comments on my videos. And so this comment says, the only advice I can give you is be patient because these kids don't come with a manual. Just be the best version of yourself and everything will be just fine, brother. And that's true.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read something the other day. It's along this. It's like taking different classes. So if you have one kid, you're taking one class, right?
It's a great take.
And to ace that class, it's the person they become when they're an adult, right? If you have 2 kids, you're taking 2 classes, different subjects, have nothing to do with each other, completely different.
I like
right?
that.
So I read that the other day, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Matthew, this is a comment with Matthew, and the video I posted was, what's something your kid taught you? And so he says, mine taught me to go to sleep early because you never know when he'll wake up. That's 100% true.
I like that.
Except I raw dog it. I just stay awake.
One day you're gonna crash.
I
And
do that.
so-
I'm already crashing.
Are you
As we
sleepwalking?
speak. Yeah, I'll let you read this one. This is another one of what they taught them.
Gotcha. This is from your friend Jessica F78. She said, "This is so true. They taught me that it's the little things that really matter to them."
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I think it's the little things that really matter to all of us, right?
Yeah.
Probably like some of your best memories, right? Is just the little things when you're reminiscing.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 6 siblings, or 5 siblings. I'm one of them. So it's 6 of us.
Yeah, 6.
And
Math is hard, huh?
it's too hard. It's not my best subject, you know. So, but I have so many memories. All the things our parents did for us, coming from a household, you know, 1 income, living in a 1-bedroom apartment with 8. They did the best they could, right? And as kids, we didn't even realize that we were struggling, right? They just shielded that from us until we got older, right? Then we started to pick up on it. But
Yeah.
as kids, we're just happy because our parents are there and they're interacting with us. It's the small things, right? You don't need to have a mansion. You don't need to have a Lamborghini. You don't need to have all this, you know, social media stuff that they show out,
Yeah.
that just be there for your kids.
Yeah. This is from the same video. It's from Josh Rios. They put, taught me how they'll mirror you in whatever you do, how you do it, and what you do. Great lessons of visual watching them as they grow and seeing how you've impacted them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I think a monkey see, monkey do,
Oh,
right?
yeah. You're just building a mini me. So
Yeah.
like they'll pick up on everything. Like, so I've heard, right? Like, I'm sure I'm going to learn. Even as a kid, you'll hear somebody say certain words and then all of a sudden they'll say it. I'm on TikTok and it's the videos of the little kids and all of a sudden they flip somebody off or they say a bad word and the parents like, what did you just say? And they're trying not to laugh because they're trying to like teach them something, but at the same time they're like, oh, that's on us.
Yeah. I saw, to caveat off of that, I saw a video of a mom, a dad, and a kid in the car seat, right? And they pull up to like an ice cream shop or something like that, or a McDonald's.
It's closed or they don't have ice cream.
No. So the parent goes up and says, can I get like an ice cream? And the kid's like, can I have one too? And she's like, no, we have some at home. And then the kid goes, so why are you getting one if we have some at home? And then she goes back to the cashier. She's like, okay, let me get 2 ice creams, and just gets the kid the ice cream. So it's like, lucky see lucky. They're smart.
I said that because there was a video. It was just like that. And the kid's in the car seat. They go up somewhere. They said, oh, we're out of that. And the kid's like, what the fuck?
Dude, they were going to copy you. And they'll learn everything you say. And they'll pick up how you treat people too, right? And so you want them to treat people well, right? Mm-hmm. And, raise good human beings. There goes the earphone again.
I think it's time for us to be done. That's why they're saying, all right, I think you're done for the day.
Yeah, seriously. I got one more. This is from Taylor. He's a good friend. I met him in TikTok. We met in person. He's an author. He gave us the book, right? And so I think it's worth mentioning his comment. So he goes, my kids teach me how to be patient and understanding person almost every day. So I think the everyday part is the important piece, because you don't just stop learning, right? You keep learning until you know your kid for the rest of your life, right? I mean, it doesn't stop at 18.
I was going to say,
right?
You're grown, old people still learn stuff every day. So that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's a good one, honestly. Yeah.
What would you say would be some final takes on people that are watching, what they should figure out between expectations and reality, and maybe don't put so much stress on what they want it to look like and what they think the experience is going to be, and maybe just be in the moment and be in that reality of it.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. Just don't stress, because your expectation and your reality can be completely different. So no use in stressing about something that's inevitable, right? I mean, it's going to happen. Yeah. You either planned for the baby or you didn't, right? But you know the baby's coming. You have 10 months to plan, technically 9, right? Depending. But don't stress. Get everything in order that you can. Nurseries aren't necessary. You don't need the most fanciest things, right? You don't. Tell Sylvia, boy, I would go for some Graco gear, but Sylvia here, whatever.
Hey,
different topic.
Nothing wrong with Graco.
Yeah,
don't do that to me.
Yeah, there you go. And just be patient and learn. It's really the biggest takeaway. Be patient and learn, because your life, as you know it, is completely different. And I had expectations of what life would be not having a kid prior to finding out, and what my life is now is completely different, and maybe for the best, right? Like, I don't know where I would be if we weren't having a kid. Who knows, right? But I'm so happy that we did have a baby boy, and it was a blessing for us in our situation, right? And obviously you were planned more so. Which is great too, right? You plan to have a family and you guys are ready for it. You're just in a great position to have a family, in my opinion. Yeah. And so, it's good for you. Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of going off of that, this whole podcast and this journey and the community that we're going to make is going to be about new dads, new moms, old moms, just sharing our experience.
Old moms and old dads.
Hey, old moms, old dads. New moms,
maybe
new dads,
grandpas.
grandpas, uncles, aunts. Basically, anybody that wants to hear two guys that are learning on the fly and going from the beginning. That's what this podcast is going to be on. We're just going to grow with everybody. And luckily, if you're here right now, you're starting with us as pregnant 3 weeks. So my vision, I like how we've been talking about expectations.
Yeah.
So my expectations and reality of this may be different, but my expectations is that we grow this and our families are growing together and we're able to interact with the community and everyone could kind of help each other out, give each other advice, and we could grow from there and have a support system to lean on.
Yeah. I think it's the community, right? It's like I said, I've kind of built a community on TikTok.
It takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah, and all these guys and now moms, dads and moms are starting to come on my page and give me great advice, right? And that's really what it's all about, is helping each other out. I'm a first-time dad, you're a first-time dad, right? And it's we don't know. This is something foreign to us, and we're learning, right? And so having this community to support us and vice versa, right? By us putting out these videos in a way could help the next dad, right? Or at least relate to us in a sense that's like, hey, I'm a first-time dad. This is a great podcast to watch, right?
Yeah.
And it's just two dudes, regular dudes, by the way. We work regular jobs. We live day to day. And we're nothing special in any sense.
Not at all.
I'm no one special, right? I don't know. Maybe you are special, but
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, and we're just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. And just live life.
I think that's our outro.
Yeah,
I'm just happy to be here. We're just happy to be here.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the Dadish podcast.
Yeah. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. It should be like the news anchors.
And back to you, Stacy at the station. What is it? Stacy at whatever. Back to you. Go to the weather.